It's the NFL on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' Rocket On quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Raiders and the Chargers, next on Madden Football.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're... season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
On 1st and 10, Roberts. And football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after him big. Sometimes what you...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Roberts. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Roberts on 1st and 10. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Cobb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Roberts. That is caught, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Looking to throw, Roberts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a carry for Cobb. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a play fake here on first down. A short throw to Ingram. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And that's going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching your partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chargers hit 11-3 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw again. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raiders offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Roberts. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Pollard gets it off the option. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Curry. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They go play action here on 1st down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Khan. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Roberts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chargers ready to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. They'll run with Pollard, running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Pollard again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Cobb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Roberts now looking to throw on second down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Operating from the gun, Roberts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Looking to throw. Roberts. And that is incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. He finds his man, Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Option play, here's Pollard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Holding, offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Chargers. Garrett Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw is Roberts, throwing on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Roberts going to throw again. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Roberts. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Roberts to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Roberts to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Roberts. That is incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
And the Chargers first down.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Caught by Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Roberts, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Marvin Mims, a touchdown reception. From there, we head east to check out the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Rashad Bateman, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucks.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 91 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Chargers first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down, Chargers.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Running right, it's Pollard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Roberts now throwing to start the drive. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
First and 10 at the 44.
Malcolm. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Roberts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. Here's Cobb. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
To throw is Roberts. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action. Roberts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Roberts. That is caught. 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now Roberts on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
At the Chargers' 9-yard line.
Now a carry for Cobb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. Cobb again. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 42 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Roberts from the gun. He'll throw. Touchdown Raiders. Evan Ingram from a yard out. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Curry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Will Anderson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Here's Roberts to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Roberts. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run. Here's Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chargers.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's interference. Defense.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Roberts now looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Roberts. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Roberts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd down, Pollard again. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Los Angeles, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. There are few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Eagles and the Texans on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Houston Texans. Houston. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Fields. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Fields on third down. He will have the first down and a bit more. And he's got this down to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Fields on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Throwing again is Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And able to get this out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 119 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans will take over. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They've said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 to first.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Fields. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down, bring up 4th. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape tape from last week. I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Hurts. He's got Smith here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Hurts. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. The Eagles are 12-2 now on the year. They coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as it possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They go play action with Hurts. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they left the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Houston's offense taking over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, it's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete here. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
It's complete to Brown, right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 23-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So he'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And gets by him, and now a little daylight.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That's complete. It's Collins. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically Charles' running game.
And it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that. Center, guards, tackles, tight ends. Some of the wide receivers being involved. Maybe a lead runner at times. Maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life. And these guys have to know what to do on the run, on the move. They've done it well for them all year long.
They'll set up to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Fields. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
26-yard line.
2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Rashad Bateman, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Christian Watson, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Travis Etienne, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Hurts got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now after the false start, here's second and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Hurts to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Taking it about the 16. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. David. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
On 1st down, Fields. He'll complete this one to Collins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Now it's Fields. Got a man. It's Collins complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 10-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Swift. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The loss.
Even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
One more time with Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darnell Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That is caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns, but the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 43-yard line.
Fields now to throw. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Fields hit and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7.
To throw is Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. They shakes him off. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, we get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. That one hurt hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. After a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Now it's Fields. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 17-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it.
Touchdown, Texans! Rondell Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Important extra point up and throw. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Hurts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here comes second down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They'll run right here with Swift. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Swift. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Here's a handoff to Swift. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Meanwhile, Fields throw complete there to Moore. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And one last throw here for Fields. And throw right side here going to be incomplete. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Tylan Wallace, who's topped the 1,300-yard mark receiving on the year. It's the Ravens and the Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
That's an afternoon probably best suited. About ready to get us going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Ravens had 10 and 5 to start play. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
23 yards to pick up there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw is Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 27-yard line.
Jackson now. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 61 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now here's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jermaine Johnson. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Huggins. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Travis Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Patrick Queen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson. That is caught by Laporta. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Giants 3.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Travis Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. Here is Tylan Wallace and company set to begin this next series. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
The boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Raven 1st down.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And It is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another run with Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Huggins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again on the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He finds his man, complete. That's Carroll. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Raiders.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Huggins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Huggins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run over center with Mitchell. Powering his way forward. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 118 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Jackson on first down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 26 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And New York set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. He'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And running with power here. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. From the gun, Jackson. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson, options out left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mahomes now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Touchdown Giants! Devin Duvernay, 26 yards. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
That is caught.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A give here to Mitchell.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
A run with Mitchell.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 2. Now it's Mitchell. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 161 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That's complete to Laporta.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
This 2nd and 4.
At the 16-yard line.
Jackson. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sam Laporta, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Robinson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And New York set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Mahomes' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And again, it's Mahomes.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw.
What would look like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A beautiful fake.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's a foot race. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And now out come the Giants.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
That'll be caught by Parker.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
This one deep for Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore,
they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.